In this video, I'm going to show you the differences between the old content editor in Canvas and the new content editor. So if you have opened up anything such as an announcement, an assignment, or just a general page in Canvas, you will have noticed that the content editor looks a bit different. So the first picture here is of the old content editor. And there were two rows of icons, and then also over on the right there were links and files and images for you to add to the content editor. The new content editor is a little more streamlined. There's just one row of icons, and whenever you hover over those icons, then you will see what they actually do, and so you can also expand. So what it has done is taken all of these icons that are already expanded here and put them in categories, and so I'll go through each of those categories and show you what these icons will do for you. So I'm going to go through this section by section, straight across the top of the editor. Okay, so the first thing is I want to talk about this first section. So the font size and the paragraph menus have been moved to the first section of the toolbar here. So you'll notice when you click the drop down, then this should look familiar. You can change the font size here. The default is 12 point. And then next you're going to have your paragraph. This is your heading options, and so you can enter your headings that way, or the default's going to be paragraph. So it's going to be basically a 12-point font. That is not a heading. The next section is your text formatting. So you'll see all of these across here. This is your bold, italics, underline. Now I tend to sometimes get these two confused, but this is going to be your text color, and then when you drop down, this is the color that your text will be. You also have this custom color tab that you can go in here and put a number. For instance, I like to use the Mercer numbers, which are the Mercer orange. It's 203, R is 203, G is 83, and B is 7. And then it creates my hex number. Click save, and then my text is Mercer orange. But you could make that anything you like. We could also just go to the little color picker here and play around with some of that. So Canvas has definitely added some more color options for your text color, as well as your background colors. Okay. The next option is superscript, and you really are just given the one option here, and this just gives you the option for the superscript. There's a little triangle above it letting you know that that is active, so you have to click it again to deactivate it. The next section here is for page formatting. For your alignment, the default is going to be aligned to the left, which is probably where you'll leave it, but if you want to center or align right, you can do that. They didn't really add any additional options here, but they did for numbering, and this, they only, for the ordered and unordered list, they only had before just the little dots or the 1, 2, 3 options, but now they have some additional options there for you, and so you can now use those. And just as a reminder, with the ADA 508 compliance, you want to make sure that if you do create lists, that you use these built-in lists that are built into Canvas. Okay, so here is your indent, and again, instead of pressing the space bar multiple times or the tab key whenever you're typing, if you want to indent in your paragraph, then make sure you use the indent tool. And then here's the directionality options. Okay, so here is where I have found the most changes to actually be in the content editor, and that's really with links and images in your media as well as your documents. So it used to be in the old content editor. Remember I showed you a few minutes ago that over here is where you had all your content for your links and your documents and files and all of that. That has now been consolidated into this one area of icons. So, and especially here where it says links, this is going to be, you can choose either an external link or a course link. Okay, so let's just say that here I'm just going to put just any kind of text. All right, and highlight it. And I want to link to an external link. Well, then I'm going to have, you know, I have my text here, and that's what I typed in was document. And then here I would paste my link that I copied from the internet. So I want to link to, say, an article or a website that I want students to check out. So then I would paste that link in here. All right, now if I want to do a course link, then I click there, and here is where I can click to assignments, pages assignments, a quiz, an announcement, discussion, a module, or course navigation, which then gives you all of this, and it's your course navigation menu over here on the left. So if you wanted to click to link to a page, then when you click that downward arrow, then it's going to show you all the pages that are in your course. Same with assignments, quizzes, all of that. Okay, so instead of having that built-in navigation screen for your links on the right, in order to access those, you would click on the little chain and then course links. Okay, now for images, you will have already had to have uploaded an image that you want if you were going to add that to your page here. And then you can upload it here from your computer, and then click submit. But if you have already put it in, you would you could click on course images, and those are just the images that you have within this one course. Or user images will show everything that is within your Canvas account under your files. So remember, you have a files section in each course, and then you also have the file section over under your account, and that is not by course, that follows you around to wherever you are in Canvas. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is your media. So here, course media, user media, that's the same kind of thing. You know, if you have media, like I have 2 video files here, so Canvas recognizes that those are media files, so that pulls up that I can, and I can link to that in here. But then also, I could upload or record media. So here, if it's already on my computer, I can put that file here and then upload it that way. Or I could actually record media here. If I wanted to do a webcam, then I could click there. My mic is already going, so I could start recording and then embed. This is to embed a video from, say, if you found embed code on YouTube and you want to embed that, you could click embed there and then type in that HTML embed code here. Okay, so the last one in this group I want to talk about is the documents. This is probably the one that you all use the most. So same as with some of the others, when I click the drop down, I can either upload a document that's not here, that's not in my course yet. I can link to a course document that's already there, or I can link to a user document that's already in my files under account in the global navigation. So first, let's see, I want to go to my course document, and this is the one that I want, so I just click on that. Now I don't like the extension to show there, so I can just back up here, and then maybe I want to do So as long as it's highlighted in that blue, that's going to include, all of that text will include the link. Now here you'll have options. If you're not seeing that, then if you just click on the name of the link, then should show up. So here you're going to see that the text is what I typed in. This is basically a link to your file. If you don't want the inline preview to show up, you can click here and I will show you the difference. First of all, okay, so when I click save, that inline preview is this preview option that the students can click on if they'd like, or minimize it. So the difference, if I click here and go to options, I can either say that I don't want that preview to be available and students can only download the document, or I can say I want it to automatically open in that preview. So if I click that option, then you'll see that automatically when this page is opened by the student, that preview is going to be available. Now they can minimize it if they like. But when they first go into that page, then they will be able to see that preview automatically. Okay, so that is the links group. And the last thing I want to show you is this last group here that's going to have, this is going to be clear formatting. So if you copy and paste from Word or another document type, you can highlight everything and then click clear formatting, and that would, sometimes when you copy from there, you all have probably noticed it can be a little messed up. So you could clear the formatting and start new if you wanted to. This is, the tables is the same options as you had before, but it's just moved over here. And then also we have we have the equation option. So you could, if you had some sort of equation that you wanted to add, you would be able to do that there. And then here I want to point out, this is for applications. So for instance, we have a new app called Echo 360 that hopefully that you've probably been trained in. So if you click here, all of the apps that are available, this is something from the Commons. If you go in there, Dropbox, Echo 360, Google Apps, I'm going to choose Echo 360. So then if you click here, I don't have any recordings in here at the moment, but when I have recordings, they would be listed here, and then I could just click that, and then it would be embedded onto my page. You can create new media, upload existing media. So I'm going to tell that now. All right, so those are the differences. Oh, and I want to point out, they have moved the accessibility checker here. So it used to be up at the top, now it's here. It's still the circle with the little figure inside. So just make sure that you are using that when you're putting new content onto your content editor.